This morning, we're learning about an important fundraiser that's coming up soon, raising awareness about a sneaky form of cancer that you may not know much about. Here to shed some light on this is Jo McNeal, the Executive Director of the Northwest Sarcoma Foundation, along with sarcoma survivor Christi Duboiski. Thank you both for being here this morning. So Jo, let's just start off with you. Let's remind our viewers what sarcoma is.
Sure. So sarcoma is a rare cancer that can affect anybody at any age and anywhere in their body. It's bone, it's connective tissue, it's so many things. Again, that big warning sign that we talked about once before is if you have a lump or a bump any bigger than a golf ball, go have it checked out.
Go have it checked out, because it does manifest in different ways, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. But first, let's talk about the Dragonslayer Walk. It's in 4 weeks in Seattle at Magnuson Park. Tell me about it.
So it is an opportunity for the sarcoma community to come together and meet and greet each other and have a good time and go on a walk and raise funds for a very important cancer.
That's great. All right, Christi, I understand that you're all about, your motto is try new things. So we're so glad that you're trying this new thing here with us today and being on our show. But I understand that kind of started out with what you went through. You are a survivor of sarcoma. Can you tell us your story?
I am. I'm a 26-year survivor of liposarcoma, which is the rare type of cancer. Soft tissue tumors in my abdomen. It's like a 5-year survival rate typically, so I'm very fortunate to still be here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Very lucky. And right now I'm on a trial drug, which is doing a great job at keeping my tumors from growing very fast. So very fortunate in that way. And then I'm also, by doctor's orders, we're front loading our fun and living in between the scans, and it kind of brings me to the fun that is happening with the Dragonslayer Walk.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you talk about the trials, you really start to understand the reason for these fundraising events.
Absolutely.
Because this is the money that goes to trials, right? How many trials have you been through?
I've only been through one. I've been very fortunate.
Okay, that's good.
Very successful one. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, yes.
That's really hard. I mean, trials are something that, they don't always get funded by the pharmaceutical companies.
And they're not always, I mean, there's a lot of smaller nonprofits out there that are funding a lot of research so that they can continue to happen. Along with, like, for our organization, we do patient help grants. Like, I mean, Christi received a grant when she first was, well, not even first, later on diagnosed. And it just helps for things that your insurance cuts short on.
After I was with my mom through her unfortunately fatal cancer, and it is like the things you don't realize, the taking time off work, just the getting, gas to go to and from treatment. It's so important. So I love that you do that.
Thank you.
Christi, I'm so happy to see you here with us. Yes. Would you tell someone, in case they didn't know, you had mentioned some things, but with your situation, was it kind of like you didn't know what was happening, or you just kind of ignored it at first?
I didn't know what was happening. I was having pain. I could feel that there was something there, hardening in the abdomen, but didn't really get that checked out till I had a CT scan, and then that showed that there was something there, and really no symptoms.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part about it.
That's really, really hard.
Yeah.
You had mentioned that, I had mentioned at the top of this, not a lot of people really understand what sarcoma is. You hear sarcoma, you think, oh, is it skin cancer? What are some of the misconceptions about sarcoma?
That it's only soft tissue, which it's not. It can also be bone. That it is an old person's cancer, which it is not. My youngest that I've seen is like 6 weeks.
Oh, no.
So it is a rare form of cancer that is anywhere, anytime. It's very unheard of. Many people understand the word sarcoma as a cancer, but may not realize what that may mean.
Right.
And it's so many different types of cancers, and then so many different subtypes to so many different parts of your body. There's one person I recently saw that she's one of 6 people in the whole world to have it, the type, the location, so on and so forth. So it's again, it's a rare cancer that's not heard of, and so that's why we're here to try and promote the Sarcoma Foundation along with the Dragonslayer Walk and get people out there. I know, like Christi, you said you found your community.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well, I went for many, many years without even meeting one sarcoma patient that I could identify with. And so when I went to the walk, I finally found a community of people who also had similar experiences as I did, and they're rare. They're not a lot of us out there.
It is so, like, knowing you're not alone is so key.
So much.
In being a human being.
Yep.
And I think it's great. Your children also, you're a mother of 4.
Yes.
Have they found a community and your partner as well support with the Sarcoma Foundation?
I'd say that we have done a lot of talking with our kids, and so we really didn't need to do that. They didn't need to reach out because we were very honest and open about what was going on and very positive of not letting it define me, who I am.
Yes.
And so, yeah, yep.
I love that. All right, we have just a few seconds left. Tell me what else the Sarcoma Foundation does.
So I mentioned the grants that we provide. We provide care packages to anyone diagnosed with sarcoma in the Pacific Northwest. And then we have research that we fund. We have a patient support group, patient survivor support group. We have a caregiver group. Oh, there's so many things I could keep going.
I am so grateful for everything you do. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thanks, Jo, for being here again. Anything we can do to help. And here's what you can do to help. You can learn more about the Northwest Sarcoma Foundation or sign up for their Dragonslayer Walk by visiting the website on your screen. We also have more information on New Day's website.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Northwest Sarcoma Foundation.